you tend to find that when people go to diets like carnivore diet, there's suddenly not really any sugar. And sugar plays a big role in a number of functions throughout the body. It's thought of as being a bad thing from a dentist perspective, but from a kind of dietary perspective, where in the past we've blamed fat for a lot of stuff, it's probably more accurate now to be blaming sugar and looking at things like sugar frequency. So in the mouth, if we've got carbohydrates that are hanging around, for example, then we might find that they're more likely to cause an inflammation in the tissues. If we're changing to a diet that's less likely to leave food stuck in between our teeth, that also is less likely to cause inflammation. Depends on the meat you're having. If it's stringy stuff that hangs about, it's maybe bad enough that you'd notice it and remove it. Whereas if it's a carbohydrate that you're not noticing it kind of stuck somewhere, that will stay there and it'll cause a localized area of inflammation. Brushing on its own is not enough to clean everything. It'll get about 60% of the tooth surfaces. So if just one day you get around a corner that you haven't been getting around all that much, and it pokes a bit of gum that hasn't been getting cleaned as much and it's inflamed, you'll get some blood when you spit out. And it emphasizes the importance of not just brushing, but cleaning in between in other ways. In terms of the concept of an anti-inflammatory diet, generally I know that carnivore is actually used to treat epilepsy at times for reasons like that. I think it's very difficult to quantify levels of inflammation within somebody's body. So if you were then trying to find a way to control that with a viewpoint of, let's say, I'm going to go on a carnivore diet because it's going to make my gums better, I think it'd be very difficult to say that's the right thing to do. However, by virtue of not having as much sugar, it is going to be better for your teeth. And I went on a carnivore diet at one point, and I found while I was doing it, I thought, wow, this is like a dentist's dream diet, because there's nothing in my diet that's going to cause decay.